Doctor Who, William Hartnell. Previously, I was talking about what happens in the very first episode of Doctor Who, the first episode of the story, An Unearthly Child. What did I think of it? It felt appropriate to talk about the first episode since this is where it all began. It sets up the premise of the show for the audience, the Doctor taking others on adventures through space and time in the TARDIS. A great fun idea for a show. I was thinking while rewatching An Unearthly Child, the first episode of An Unearthly Child, I was thinking about the Doctor's granddaughter, Susan. We don't know much about the Doctor's family. It's surprising that Doctor Who has never said anything about the generation between Susan and the Doctor. Who are Susan's parents? And what happened to them? They should explain this in the new episodes of Doctor Who. I think the audience would be interested in knowing more about the Doctor's family. I know I would. Maybe they want to keep that part out of the show because it makes the Doctor more mysterious to not know too much about his past. I liked. I found William Hartnell's portrayal of the Doctor in the very first episode. I found it amusing how he was. Well, I guess he was being irascible. He was being difficult. I found it amusing that he was when when Ian and Barbara were trying to get the Doctor to uh, let them see the inside of the police box, the TARDIS, because they are concerned about Susan. And the Doctor was just being difficult. I thought that was funny. The way William Hartnell was being so difficult. Ian at one point says, "I don't understand your attitude." Yeah, he was having an attitude. I was going to go through what happens in the rest of the 4 episodes of An Unearthly Child, but I decided against it. In episodes 2, 3, and 4 of the story An Unearthly Child, the Doctor and company go back in time. They go back in time. We see the trouble they get into with cave people and how they get out of that trouble. This part of the story is okay, but these are my least favorite episodes with William Hartnell as the Doctor that I've seen. I wasn't as interested in cave people as I was in other stories involving aliens and being inside the TARDIS. Although I am interested in history, all kinds of history. Uh, maybe not. Maybe not so much in Doctor Who. Hmm. I don't like seeing people walking around wearing fur. That was another reason why I didn't really want to talk about it, but I see enough of people walking around in fur in modern days. They're just acting like cave people. I was just yesterday. I was watching a YouTube video with a Joey Carbstrong video where he was on the I guess like a sidewalk. He was on the side of the street and he was debating with someone about um, I think it was the sign on his table said all farmers mistreat animals, and so many people were walking by wearing fur. It's so irritating. So many people that just don't care that they are wearing an animal's hair, skin. Okay, back to Doctor Who. So that's part of the reason why I didn't really I didn't really want to talk about in detail what happens in episodes 2, 3, and 4 of the story in Unearthly Child. I like the first episode though. That's why I talked about it. Okay, now the special features for An Unearthly Child. There's a pilot episode that you can see. Production note subtitles, of course. A photo gallery. A commentary moderated by Gary Russell with producer Verity Lambert, director Waris Hussein, Carol Ann Ford, who played Susan, and William Russell, who played Ian. There is a special feature where you can it's a music video with the Doctor Who theme music. It's mostly just visual effects while listening to the theme music. There are comedy sketches. There's one called The Pitch of Fear. It's a comedic take on the idea of Doctor Who being pitched to BBC. It's funny when the Sidney Newman character explains the idea of the TARDIS being bigger on the inside than the outside, because the BBC executive tells him that it's been done before. Even now, decades later, I've never seen a show or movie use this different dimensions concept in this way. Another funny moment is when the executive asks the Sidney Newman character how long he expects Doctor Who to last. He tells him 26 years. It's also funny when the executive abruptly vocalizes the Doctor Who theme song, accompanied with knocking on wood. And there's another comedy sketch called The Corridor Sketch. And this entails silliness, with characters based on the cast and crew of Doctor Who when it first began. Nicholas Briggs plays a reporter He would later be the voice of the Daleks in the new Doctor Who show. Nicholas Courtney makes an appearance at the end as the Director General of the BBC. He would later play Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, mostly during John Pertwee's time as the Doctor, when he was exiled on Earth with UNIT, United Nations Intelligence Task Force. And there's another sketch titled "The Web of Caves," and this we see silliness in this. When an alien knocks on the TARDIS door and makes an appointment with the Doctor for him to stop their evil plan to boil the planet's oceans away. And then there's another sketch titled "The Kidnappers." This is weird and it's disturbing. What happens is two Doctor Who fans, kidnap Peter Davison, the actor that played the Doctor, right after Tom Baker. That was weird. It was kind of funny. Maybe I thought it was funny when I first saw it. But then after repeat watching of it, I'm thinking, oh, this is really disturbing and weird. I don't know if I'm really thinking it's that humorous anymore. And especially at the end, it just got gross. It's kind of a shocking idea for a comedy sketch. Okay. I'm going to stop here.